Just my faith in God, always just growing up in Montgomery, I just knew if I did what I had to do, everything else would make itself out, work itself out. Once I got up to Auburn and, people knew I come from a private school, I just had a little chip on my shoulder, like, hey, they feel like I'm not as tough or they feel like this and that. So I just knew I had to come out there and it was basically like I had to restart everything all over again and just make a name for myself, prove everybody wrong, that type of thing.
Go.
Just as my journey through Auburn, my role on the team has varied. I started off just on special teams my freshman year for the most part. I played coming in my sophomore year. I had a bigger role, started blocking more, caught 2 touchdowns. Just feel as going into this year, I told my Coach Malzahn, my position coach, Coach Porter, hey, I want to be known as the best blocking tight end in the country, because that's what I feel like my role on the team is right now. And it's going to expand with our new offensive coordinator. I just told him, hey, I want to be known as the best blocking tight end in the country, because I know every down I can go out there and I can just put somebody on their back. And so that's what I'm embracing right now. I always know that, from what y'all seen, I got the footwork, I can catch the ball. That's no problem. I feel like, it's a time and place for everything. And right now, I'm just going to embrace that blocking, because that's what you don't get to see out of a lot of tight ends right now. Just from the spring, I had a real good spring. All my coaches was, just telling me how well I have, how much I've improved and how well I did. So my blocking was really good from tight end. I did real good at H-back. And just this summer, that's all I'm working on. It's just getting bigger, faster, stronger, and running routes, catching the ball. And then after that, hopefully everything's gelled together, and I'm ready to go out there and have a real good season. He had a real big impact on my life, just not as a football player, but as a person, because of how he just carried himself. And that's, how I've been trying to carry myself, just with convincing my parents, how they raised me, my older brother, CJ, and as well as Coach Lessenkirchen, all those people in my life, they just really made me who I am today, how I carry myself. He's just a down-to-earth guy, and I try to be a down-to-earth person with everyone I meet, try to be humble. He just really taught me a lot of things outside of football. Around that time, I started going to camps. I had some offers and stuff, but I knew I wanted to play the SEC football. And once he was with me, I felt like my potential and my talent just skyrocketed, and it was through the roof. And I just started putting that work in, and with him, going to camps, I felt like, I was the best one out there. I felt like no one could stop me. And so, that's a lot to him and what he did for me. It was it broke my heart when I heard the news. But every day I just go out here and try to do it for him, try to please him. Alex, Marlon, Daniel, me, Petway, Prince Tager. So we got a good bit of 4 guys out there, with Montgomery guys. So we all stay together. We all pushing each other. Hey, because Montgomery means something to us, just coming from this city. And we just want to go out here and just show everyone how we do in the gun.